We send it over here to meteorologist Courteney Jacobozzi as we're getting a weather impact alert this morning. Some rain started early this morning on the drive-ins. A lot of wet roads out there, so we got to warn people as they're getting ready for the day.
That's right. Yeah, we're used to the roads being wet for the ride home. We're running into some of the heavy rain, not necessarily for the morning. So just wanted to give you that heads up. And this is actually a sign that the ridge of high pressure that's been kind of in control of our forecast is starting to shift off to the east. We're on that outer periphery of it, so that's steering all the rain to the north. The last couple of days, that's been over towards the Florida Panhandle. So we're starting to see that shift and that high loosen its grip, which will ultimately help give us some more tropical moisture, especially as we head into next week. Here's a look at satellite and radar. Yes, our weather impact alert for the rain this morning. A lot of it has quieted down. What we're watching now for the next couple of hours is the rain that's down towards Sarasota County, just offshore there. We do have some light rain still moving into northern Pinellas County, southern Pasco County, even Palm Harbor, a stray shower, Tarpon Springs up into the Holiday area, Newport Richey. It also looks like parts of Hillsborough County now near the Keystone area, so northern Hillsborough. We are seeing some light rain move in, but overnight we had a lot of heavy rain from Manatee County all the way up the Sunshine Skyway, all through Pinellas County. So the roads are wet this morning. And in fact, we also had a flood advisory that ended at 5 o'clock this morning in parts of northern Manatee County near Anna Maria Island. So some ponding in the roadways definitely likely. Just a heads up if you're heading out the door in northern Manatee. Here's a look at a storm that we've been watching that's offshore. The good news is this has been weakening. Not too long ago, the National Weather Service was flagging this as a special marine statement, saying that there could be some rotation, a waterspout possible, and some gusty wind. Not necessarily the case any longer, but this could move into the Sarasota area just after 7 o'clock. So we'll continue to track that for you as it continues to drift north. Here's a look at the bigger picture across satellite and radar. We have this front to our north. This has kind of been the big question mark in terms of our weekend forecast. How close does that get? That would ultimately dictate our rain chances. The good news is it looks like this is going to stay a little further north, which will help keep most of the rain north of town through the weekend. We'll have this onshore westerly wind, and I'll explain what that means for our forecast in terms of rain for the weekend here in just a minute. Temperatures mild in the 70s out the door, but again, give yourself that extra time. I'm going to take you through Futurecast. Now, I do think this is doing good with coverage. I don't think it's doing good with intensity. I do think that we'll watch for scattered showers to continue right in the heart of the Tampa area, I-75 from the Nature Coast down into Manatee and Sarasota County through the morning commute. So again, the roads are wet. Give yourself that extra time. And then in the afternoon and evening, kind of the same thing we've been dealing with the last couple of days with storms developing inland, some heavy downpours, gusty wind, Polk, Hardy, Highlands County. You'll be the target today for that heavy rain for the ride home. Friday afternoon, a lot of the rain setting up inland, so great news for our Pasco and Hillsborough County graduates tomorrow. Looks good. A lot of the rain is going to settle in on the Atlantic coast and in far eastern Polk and Highlands County. Saturday, maybe a few coastal showers, and this is how our onshore wind works. Maybe a few early morning showers, but then the storm development happens inland, and that's what we're going to see on Saturday. So for the most part, Saturday looks good unless you live in our far eastern communities over into Polk, Hardy, and Highlands County. Sunday is trending a little wetter, 50% coverage of showers and storms, and that's going to lead to a more unsettled week next week as that front does move closer. So notice as we head into Monday, Tuesday, you'll want to keep that rain gear handy, that's for sure. Marine forecast shows light chop on the bay, seas at about 2 feet. Got to be careful for those storms offshore today. 7 day shows the weather impact alert for the wet morning commute will trend drier through the start of the weekend, increasing rain chances into next week.